Hi guys, it's Ray here from City Fan TV, and today I've got Audrey in the house, and Audrey is a big Manchester City women's fan. How you doing, Audrey?
Yeah, good. Yeah,
Fantastic,
good.
fantastic. I'll just find out Audrey works about 2 miles from where I live, so it's all a small world, but we both support City women's team. And tonight we're going to talk about a player that we are hoping is coming back to Manchester City this summer after 3 years. Can we call it vacation at Lyon?
Yeah.
She's been on holiday. She's been on loan, as United fans say. She's been on loan to Lyon for the last 3 seasons, but she's not done too badly for herself, and that's Lucy Bronze. And when I put it out there on social media about Lucy Bronze that I wanted to do a video, Audrey was on the case straight away because she was very excited at the prospect of Lucy Bronze coming back to City. So I've got to start off with that question then, Audrey. What makes you so excited about the thought of Lucy Bronze coming back to City?
She's amazing. She's an amazing player. I started following City women in 2016 and then watched them all through the spring series in 2017. And she's a phenomenal player. She was phenomenal when she was with us then, and she's even more so now. I mean, this was the first City shirt I got in 2017, and it's got Bronze 2 on the back, which I got just before she signed for Lyon, so I was absolutely gutted. But she's extremely competitive. She's extremely hardworking. She's a defender. Obviously, she's a right back. I can't say that I watch all the women's football, but I can't imagine there's a better right back than her in the world. Probably not a better defender than her in the world of women's football. She's a very attacking defender. She just brings an extra level, and some of the goals she scores for a defender, absolute worldies.
Yeah, I'm going to give a few little stats about Lucy because it feels like she's been around forever, and she hasn't. But she's still only 28. She'll be 29 next month. But she's been playing football since about 2007. She started off at Sunderland, went to America for a year, the North Carolina Tar Heels, then to Everton a couple of seasons, Liverpool for a couple of seasons, then a great time at City. I think she really made a mark at City, and then the last 3 years Olympic Lyon. And I've got to check this. I've looked on Wikipedia for her name, and I really don't believe this, but you might know if it is true or not. But her full name is Lucia Roberta Tough Bronze.
Yeah.
How tough is she then? How tough is she?
She's really tough. She's really tough. She's actually, her first name is Lucia. Her dad's Portuguese. She could have played for Portugal. Portugal wanted her, but she went for England.
Yeah.
She is very tough, very competitive, very, quite physical, not dirty player at all, but, she's certainly, defender. She's in there with her tackles.
Yeah. I mean,
and she's extremely fit and fast.
The thing is, I'm just thinking about what City have done this season, in this summer. We bought Sam Lewis, World Cup winner from the States. We bought Rose Lavelle, World Cup winner from the States. I think they were they were in the top 3 players in the world. We've got Chloe Kelly from Everton. She's fantastic, England player, and she's been awesome. Like 2 games she's played so far. And if we get Lucy Bronze and Alex Greenwood as well, 2 more England players, 2 more players who've won big stuff, big trophies. The Champions League with Lyon. Lucy's got 3 of them in her back pocket. Where do you think that can take City? I mean, do you think it's going to take us to the next level?
I think it will. I hope it will. Obviously, some of the other clubs have made big signings as well in the summer. Chelsea with Sam Kerr. United have got some American stars coming in as well, apparently. So all of the teams have strengthened. But last season, we played pretty well. We did actually, when they finished the league, we were on top, but obviously Chelsea won because they had a game in hand. And that was us playing without a proper right back. So Janine Becky, she was fantastic last season. I voted for her in our player of the season. She's a forward. She was playing back at right back, and she was brilliant. She really made that position. So if we can do that well with that squad that we had, which had injuries and gaps in it, what we can do with this strengthened squad with Lucy Bronze, Sam Lewis, Chloe Kelly, those international players, it's going to be brilliant. And also the impact of having players like Lucy Bronze, who've played it with Leon, who are the best women's side in the world, American players and the American women, obviously they're currently the best side in the world. So what they bring to the rest of our players will be amazing as well, like the difference that Carly Lloyd made when she was with us. The ethos and the commitment and the work rate that they bring, and that winning mentality. Hopefully we'll get a good run in Europe, because that's what we've been missing the last few years.
Yeah, I mean, I was at the game at the Academy Stadium against Atleti last season, and it was a bit disappointing. And we knew we had it. We were up against it in the away leg, and they've beaten us twice in the last 2 seasons. We've been a bit disappointing in Europe. And looking at the players that are coming in, I haven't seen too many first teamers leaving. I don't think we've seen any first teamers leaving. Maybe a couple of fringe players.
Well, Tess Vullett and Paulina Bremer, I wouldn't call them fringe players at all. Paulina was outstanding last season.
I take it back. Bremer was very, very good last season. Sorry, my memory's going. I forgot about them, because I was thinking I knew we lost a couple of players. We lost one of the goalies who didn't play, and we lost. I remember the players that I met. So I'm sorry to. I met Lee, the Korean player, and she's gone.
Yeah.
Brighton, I think.
And she never broke into the team, and nor did Matilde Fidalgo, Bernardo's cousin. Yeah. She didn't. She never broke into the first team either.
I must be a jinx, because I met them both, got me selfies with them and everything. I'm not. I never got one with Pauline or Tessa. But generally, we it feels like that ethos that we've, philosophy with the men's team, where we've got 2 quality players for every position. And it feels like that. We've got Karen Barnsley back from injury. She's a cracking keeper. And we've already got Ellie Roebuck there. We've got Demi Stokes, who's a fantastic left back. And if we get Alex Greenwood coming in there, Lucy Bronze coming in, all the players. I mean, was it Caroline Way was on the bench the other day? I can't believe that. And we've got Lauren Hemp to come back from injury. And it just looks like this team is going to be absolutely fantastic this season.
Yeah. Absolutely, and the players having to compete for their places. Demi Stokes is one of my favourite players. I'm a bit like, well, we don't need another left back. We've got Demi, but for any player, the push of having to keep their position is going to bring even more out of them. The demand, the expectation. They're going to have to really keep their work rate up to keep their place a regular place, even if we go more of a squad rotation thing. And also, I think we were suffering last season with injuries. We didn't have enough depth, so we need that depth as well as the advantage of the players having to be their absolute best all the time to make the squad.
Well, hopefully we've got that now. And a final word, because obviously this piece is really about Lucy Bronze, but obviously it's what she's going to bring and the other new girls are going to bring, and how we're going to go forward, because we've got a lot of young players. And Lucy's going to bring that experience, and I've got to, finish off by saying, how hopefully when we can go back to games, you'll be wearing your Lucy Bronze shirt for real this time. She'll actually be, hopefully, fingers crossed, playing for City the next time you wear that shirt.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, I've been trying and failing not to get my hopes up since. Was it May, the end of May, when we knew her contract had expired? And then my working from home, we were all working from home then, weren't we? My productivity slipped right down. I'm checking Twitter all the time. Has she signed that? And then she signed that 2-month extension with Leon. But she wasn't staying at Leon, clearly, in the longer term. And then there's been all these really strong rumours that she's coming to us. We thought that it might have been announced this week. It hasn't been. City had some nonsense with some bloke with a beard as well, but the important thing was we were all waiting for Lucy to get signed. So I'm really hoping that, I'm not touching wood, that she is going to come.
Yeah.
I mean, they're going to have to. We were hoping to sign her this week, but obviously they need a break. They've just finished the French season, so and the European
Champions League,
women.
Yeah,
they just won the Women's Champions League, so hopefully they're going to give her a break for a couple of weeks and then.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, we know her contract's over, and the longer it's been since the Champions League final, the more impatient and excited some of us have become. I had somebody asking me today, why hasn't she signed yet? What's wrong? What's going on? And it is probably give them some time, and like you, touch wood, you don't want to jinx it, and and then there's this, they end up signing for somebody else. But I mean, where else could she go? We want her back. Obviously, I'm as excited as you are to see her come back. It would be fantastic. Got to say a massive thank you, Audrey, for helping out with this little video, and I hope you've enjoyed it. And hopefully, maybe once she's played, once she's signed, maybe we'll get you back to tell you how you really feel, because I think you'll be even more excited than you're feeling now.
Well, we've already got a song with like she's coming home, so we're just waiting. We're just waiting, and then we'll all be dancing around our living room singing Lucy's coming
And there's the
home.
words, and we'll all join in. And there's the words. Maybe the OSC can have a Zoom party where we all sing the song. That'd be daft, but it'll be fun as well. Once again, a big thank you to Audrey for coming on tonight. And guys, we'll be covering all the women's games this season, as well as the men's. But right now, it's the women's who are taking the centre stage because they're playing games. And Jenny's covering that for us. And every game, Jenny will do it. We do a preview with an opposition fan and Jenny's reaction after the game. But once again, thank you so much for coming on tonight, Audrey.
Thank you. Thanks. It was a pleasure. Thanks.